Hey everybody, it's your boy SergDragon, and welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me today, the return of Terrence, aka T-Money.
If you smell what the lion is cooking.
Today we are going to cover January 13th of Monday Night Raw, as well as January 15th of NXT. Let's go. So, we start off... Oh, wait.
You're going to do this. You're going to do both. You're going to do a speed run.
Yeah, it's probably a speed run. Do it the best we can. As far as anything's concerned, the Monday Night Raw starts with Randy Orton calling out AJ Styles. AJ Styles comes out. They just trash talk each other until Drew McIntyre comes in and butts in, issuing a challenge to the both of them, and the match is made right there on the spot. So it would be a three-way dance between these three superstars until Drew McIntyre takes a victory from Randy Orton, who actually hit AJ Styles with his own Styles Clash, since throughout the match, he was using Randy Orton's moves. So he hits him with one of his own, this Styles Clash, and Drew McIntyre comes with a Claymore kick up the side, the head of Randy Orton, and pins AJ Styles, getting the victory and the momentum going for the Royal Rumble in 2 weeks. Yeah. You looking forward to that? Who you hoping for wins?
Probably Randy Orton.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm a big Randy Orton fan.
Yeah, I'm hoping Braun Strowman gets in there.
But
He needs to win.
I think about Randy Orton's had it twice, so I had to go with probably Braun Strowman, like you said.
Yeah, Braun Strowman needs a win at the Royal Rumble.
Because Randy Orton doesn't need it.
All right. Your thoughts on Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, and Randy Orton?
Well, I'm in that match, probably Randy Orton. Because he's a veteran. He's more of a veteran than they are.
Next up, we have a dispute between Rey Mysterio's issues with Mojo Rawley and Ricochet. This match was pretty much just put in the back because other things were more important, especially considering, what was the last pay-per-view? See, it's been a while.
I don't know. Probably TLC.
Yeah.
But he didn't have no Rey Mysterio had no issues with that.
Oh, no. This was issues because Rey Mysterio had helped Kevin Owens with his pipe, and Mojo Rawley had issues with Kevin Owens, and so on and so forth. And Mojo Rawley was bad-mouthing Rey at one point, and Ricochet kicked his ass. So these two were brought in.
No, I'm saying, you said he had issues with Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Ricochet ended up getting the W, meaning the win, on Mojo Rawley, but we weren't done with Mojo Rawley. Stay tuned for that. How would you feel about Mojo Rawley losing against Ricochet? Oh, that's another reason why this match was made, because Mojo Rawley was talking smack about him because he's a little guy in the Royal Rumble and he says that he can throw his ass out. Well, during the match, he actually threw Mojo Rawley over the top rope, signifying that if that happens at the Rumble, he's eliminated. And he got the win while he was at it. So, how do you feel about that?
No, I don't care for Mojo Rawley and Ricochet. Never been a Ricochet fan.
Well, we have a match that didn't even happen last week, but now it's official. We would have Charlotte Flair versus Sarah Logan. About to say Sierra. It's Sarah Logan versus Charlotte Flair, and this match was pretty brutal, dude. Ultimately, it would be Charlotte Flair who got the win and the respect of having the referee actually put on her robe that was different from the one that Logan trashed. It was white. And she actually kept beating down Sarah Logan and got the momentum that she needed to go into the Rumble because she had been on a pretty bad losing streak. Next up, we have a promo between Brock Lesnar and mostly Paul Heyman. They would do their thing, talking the smack, insulting the city, and then here comes R-Truth, of all people, talking about, and we thought he was actually declaring war on Brock Lesnar without even looking at him. He didn't have this, the gall to stare at Brock Lesnar and say this. He just kept talking.
Well,
Yeah, he kept, yeah, like right, Brock Lesnar is right here, and he just kept talking and talking. And he insulted, it was funny how he mentioned Paul, and he's like, if we could keep, with you, Paul, you keep talking. I kind of forgot what you said. I mean, you keep talking and talking and talking and talking and I love R-Truth for that. Well, I love him for that.
The thing about R-Truth and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, hold up before I get too ahead of myself. The reason why he said that is because he thought, for whatever reason, that Paul Heyman was going to be in the Royal Rumble. And he said, Brock is. He's like, well, he immediately thought Paul Heyman was going to be in it, so he put himself in the Rumble. But now that he knows that Brock Lesnar, I guess now he's caught up, he takes himself out of the Rumble. I didn't know you could do that. I guess he did.
Well, actually, you really can't. That's just a line that he put up that they let him write for himself.
In which case, after that, Brock Lesnar would get up and R-Truth's face, and R-Truth was trying to be friendly and says, what's up? Does the splits in the ring and gets freaking wrecked. And then F5'd in the ring by Brock Lesnar. He grabs the title, and we thought that he was going to go for the gold right there and become Brock 2 belts with the 24/7 title along with the WWE title belt. But nope, he just looked at it and threw it at R-Truth. You already know he doesn't think of that as a prize title.
Yeah, he said before in his interview that title is a piece of trash.
He then picked up the mic, Brock Lesnar in question, and says, that's what's up. How'd you feel about that?
I like Brock Lesnar. But, I know. But R-Truth should not have to get in the ring with Brock Lesnar. That's like...
hey, he was paid to. You know he was.
No, you don't get paid for doing that. You just know...
Yeah, you is. You paid to cut a promo.
Yeah, you get paid for promo, but you don't get in the ring with Brock Lesnar.
Oh, he got in the ring, but he wasn't to wrestle.
But because you know how monstrous Brock Lesnar is.
Because he's the beast.
Yeah. Think about it. It's like R-Truth is the mouse and Brock Lesnar is the lion.
Well, speaking of somebody who wanted to be a lion, he ended up losing that night. But while R-Truth was injured, I'm surprised no one else did this, but Mojo Rawley jumped R-Truth and pinned him, courtesy of the rules of the 24/7 title, and became a 2-time, this is what they said in commentary, a 2-time 24/7 champion. And thanks to my boy here, we got information from Mojo Rawley while he was cleaning the title with vinegar or bleach. What I don't know what.
It was bleach.
Saying that he's cleaning the filth just the filth off the title of cowardice, because every time whoever won that title was smart enough to run. He's going to defend that title, but he says, tune in Monday night and see what he up to.
Because what he's saying is that he thinks it's stupid for what these wrestlers are doing with the 24/7 title. He says that it should be put like the defendant in the ring every Monday.
We'll see. Next up, we have the battle between Bobby Lashley and Rusev. This was a regular standard match. Although you would think it was kind of a hardcore match, but nope. It was a standard match.
But I was saying, Holmes, before you go to that, I just want people to know, if y'all ask about the 24/7 title being on SmackDown, just so y'all know that the one who created the belt is the people from USA Network, which means that belt belongs to the USA Network and WWE Raw.
Well, I'm surprised they don't have it on NXT then.
Nope, because like the USA Network said that belt belongs to them. They're the ones that get the WWE idea of creating that belt.
Okay. With Bobby Lashley and Rusev, the match ended in the favor of Bobby Lashley because when Liv Morgan, I'm surprised she didn't come out at the beginning of the match. She came out later when Lana was interfering in that match, and we thought that Liv Morgan was going to beat down Lana. Lana grabs a drink from the fans, probably beer or soda, and throws it in her face and just wails on her, distracting Rusev enough for Bobby Lashley to spear him and get the win. After that, they are immediately interviewed, well, by force. They weren't asked to. They wanted to make a statement that Bobby Lashley himself said that they're done with Rusev, but Lana had other plans. Lana actually said that she will not be intimidated by anyone, not Bobby, not Rusev, and not Liv Morgan. So she actually issued a challenge for a mixed match, tag team match against Rusev and Liv Morgan against Bobby and herself. So that's going to be next week. And they accept and said that she's calling herself a goddess? What the heck?
Because she's saying it because she's done what is
not Lana. Liv Morgan's calling herself a goddess. That was said on the episode.
Okay.
And a goddess is a bitch.
Alexa Bliss?
Liv Morgan.
I'm saying Liv calls herself the goddess.
Yeah, but now we got Liv Morgan calling herself that.
Mandy Rose calls herself a goddess.
Mandy Rose.
Trish Stratus calls herself
God's greatest creation is what she's called.
I know. Trish Stratus and Tori Wilson did the same thing.
Yeah. Next up, we have Raw Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders, go up against the Singh Brothers in a open challenge non-title match. They issued a challenge to anyone who they haven't fought, and the Singh Brothers came out dancing, making themselves a movie, and I guess it was a tragedy because they got wrecked. What did you expect?
It's bound to happen.
Yep. So, still rolling with the punches and dominating the tag team division. As far as anyone's concerned, the Viking Raiders have no good opponents yet, and I think we're going to go back to the OC or the Street Profits. That's going to suck.
Because some of the wrestlers have the tag teams have left the WWE to try to get jobs at other wrestling companies.
Damn. Next up, we have the signing for the Raw Women's title with Becky Lynch and Asuka. Asuka signs the sheet as well as Becky. No words between each other until finally Becky Lynch actually utters a couple of words and is blinded by the green mist of Asuka, and it hits bad. She is screaming bloody murder. And Asuka is screaming out, "Bate baka, bate baka, baka baka." That means idiot, dumbass, stupid. That's what baka means. That's a famous Japanese word, an anime term. In which case, while Asuka is walking away in pure bliss of knowing that, and also we had Kairi Sane stab her with the umbrella, trying to mess with her, and she freaking grabs it before the signing. But with Becky Lynch, she's being told to drown out the ink out of her eyes. You gotta drown it, they said. She wanted the mic to lay one message, that she needed an excuse to get mad at her because she had a grudge against her. Now that she had done that, she lit a fire under her, and that if she's going down, she's going to take Asuka with her at the Royal Rumble. We'll have to see how that works. Who are you voting for? Becky or Asuka? None of them?
Not a big fan.
I'm actually voting for Asuka because if she does win the Raw title, she'll be one of those women who've won both Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. She'll be and the tag team titles, which she's currently carrying. So that means she'll be next to Bayley as a all-rounder. There you go for the women.
You see me? I like princess type female wrestlers.
Not me. I like the fighters. And I'm going to love this match.
Usually both. I like both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next up, we have Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy. This would probably be the last time we see this. I doubt it, courtesy of what happened. Aleister Black won the match after Buddy Murphy tried to put him out, saying that he knows how to defeat Aleister, and when he lost, he was just sitting there on the sideline pretty much throughout the entirety of the next match, which would be the main event. Before we get to that, what is your thought on Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy in that match?
I have to go. Aleister Black is a good wrestler. I give him that, but Buddy Murphy, no, too much. I think he's a joke. Honestly, I always thought he was and still is. Joke to me.
With that said, it would be the matchup that we've been waiting for. A first time ever fist fight match. 3 men against 3 men, no countouts, no disqualifications, no pin or submission. It would straight up be a fist fight until the referee himself declared that any one team, not one person, one team. So this was 3-on-3. He had to decide which 3 teams couldn't even get up. So it would be Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and Big Show once again versus the AOP and their leader, the Messiah, Seth Rollins. About to call him something else.
Well, actually, it's not the first time they had a fist fight.
Well, they're calling it a first time. Go ahead.
Maybe they're saying the first time having a fist fight in years, but it's not exactly first.
Oh, he went through the 2 matches. It would be Eric Rowan first, where a local competitor beats him, tries to pull out the creature in that cage, but gets bit and his hand is bleeding. And he takes that bloody hand and face slams the poor sap. So he was in there throughout 2 matches, just sitting there contemplating what he's going to do next. So in this match,
there's probably a crow in there. Something.
I've never seen a crow do that.
I've seen one in Steam.
We'll have to. Hey, if you called it, you called it. Is the crow or something like a raven? We'll see.
Mostly a crow.
Well, anyway, it would be one hell of a match with chairs, tables, ladders, kendo sticks, you name it. Ultimately, we would actually see a cannonball from Kevin Owens off the freaking, skateboard ramp stage. He goes, wah! Somebody finally used it like that. It was mentioned on WWE Backstage, and I'll get to that in just a second. In which case, Samoa Joe actually goes and does the same thing, but instead goes for a blind dive onto one of the members of AOP and splashes him. But it wouldn't be too long before Seth Rollins, who was by himself fighting Big Show, was thrown out of the arena right in the front of Buddy Murphy, who was still there, wondering what he's going to do like this. It was right there at that moment. He said, "Help us." And even the fans were screaming, "Yes, help them, help them, help him." He was screaming, "Help us." At that moment, we would see Buddy Murphy come to the aid of Seth Rollins, blowing the Big Show, and ultimately getting the edge to go and attack Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe, leaving them back there on the stage, on the concrete area. And then it's 4-on-1 against Big Show until they finally knock him out. And the referee declares that all 3 members of the babyface team is out. Thus, the winners of the first ever fist fight in this year, Seth Rollins and AOP, with the assist of Buddy Murphy. And with him hugging him, it was official. He had joined whatever the hell this little legion is. So already in 2020, it doesn't look too good, bro. With Seth Rollins running stuff. Although you won't see him going for the WWE title
for a while.
So what's your take on that?
I like Seth Rollins and Big Show and Samoa Joe. And I really don't care for AOP.
Fun fact. When Kevin Owens was worried about the rules, I guess this is the part he was talking about.
Another guy I don't like.
And Big Show brought in his fist and said it was a 7-something plus. I like Joe's reaction. He said, "You know, his fist looks like a ham? His fist looks like a ham." I was like, what? His fist looks like a ham? I never heard of that before. That was funny. In which case, on WWE Backstage, we would hear Usos, Xavier Woods, who is not medically cleared yet, but his ankle, his Achilles heel, which put him on the shelf, is doing a lot better, as is Ember Moon's foot. And all of them were talking about the good old days, including Booker T on Reality of Wrestling, their debut as Yin, Yang, and Trouble. It was funny. I love the fact that they had a clip. Go check it out on FS1. Go check it out. You're gonna like it.
But did you also know that was before he joined TNA?
Who?
Xavier Woods.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, back in...
Oh, no, that wasn't Xavier Woods. That was the Usos and Ember Moon.
Okay. That's it.
And while he was still alive, the man who was known as Umaga.
Yeah. Well, he was, that's before, he was, in there back in the day, back in the Ruthless Aggression era, back in 2002.
Yeah, but he was with them. That's what the footage we saw. That was the other twin brother of Umaga, which I don't know if he's still alive.
Well, that's not his twin brother. That's the Roman Reigns brother. That's Rosie. He's been dead for about 3 years.
Yeah, so this was way before that time. Yeah, that was him. That was Rosie.
Yeah.
In which case, one thing they mentioned on how this was going with Buddy Murphy, that they're actually happy to see that he's actually going with the crew, because as a babyface, they're not happy, but as a heel, yeah, it's a heel move to actually do that, because when you weren't able to defeat somebody, and that's where I'm theorizing, bro, to be on the good side of their new recruit, they're probably going to target Aleister Black and take him out in the benefit of Buddy Murphy. That's my thought.
Go back on that Umaga. He probably had with both companies, Umaga, because he died in 2009.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So he probably was with both companies.
It was funny though. You got Booker T crying because of laughing from Good Times. That was funny. So with that said, it would be interesting to know this, that knowing that we had all this contemplating going on and we're just looking forward to the Royal Rumble. We are really just getting good. Get in there. So before we mention NXT, you looked that up for me, brother. On July 15th, 2020, a shout out to our boys, Xavier Hill, Mike Henry, and Andre Mitchell. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the descriptions down below, as always. And a remaining shout out to Renee, Chris Petrie, Pharaoh, Delvin, and hold up. I feel like I'm missing somebody. 1 second. Roll call. Renee, Pharaoh, Chris Petrie,
and Devlin.
Yeah. And I guess you. Shout out to you, my brother. Because we've been doing that for me, Chris, and Xavier. That's what felt off. I was counting all 5 fingers. And it's just 4 this time since you're here. Okay, then, bro. You got it? All right, we'll be right back. Oh, damn. All right, we're back. We have an interesting start of the show because we come back from NXT UK Takeover Blackpool 2. At the end of the show, Imperium stands tall and Undisputed Era jumps them, getting ready for the show. And dude, I did not know this. I did not know they were having a special before Royal Rumble for NXT. It was NXT and NXT UK. Worlds collide on who is the better brand of the yellow brand between the Western American brand and the so-called cousin or sister across the pond, the NXT UK East side. Well, Middle East, I guess. I want to say Asia is East, but technically, if you're looking at the map, that they're on the East side. They're further East, whatever. Until we get another one where it's on Asia or something like that. I can't say anything. But that's going to be interesting because it's also going to be in Houston, Texas, but in the Toyota Center. And you know what's in between the Toyota Center and Minute Maid Park? My stomping grounds for Pokemon Go, which I came from today. Discovery Green Park, my brother, right in front of the Georgia Outbound Convention Center. All that entertainment at downtown Houston. My bro. Woo! Love Houston. In which case, after the show really then kicks off with Keith Lee stating that Undisputed Era's number is up. And all 4 members jump Keith Lee and injure his ankle with a chair and a jump courtesy of Roderick Strong. Tommaso Ciampa, too late for the damage, comes in to save him. And then, Keith Lee is pissed.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Keith Lee. I like Tommaso Ciampa and Adam Cole. So
Really? Take off your glasses.
The only thing
Yeah, do it.
I'm doing it.
Now smile. Keith Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
Michael Cole, ladies and gentlemen.
I ain't Michael Cole. Do you see this man?
Yes,
No Michael Cole.
Thin black
Look at
hair,
his hair.
facial hair.
He ain't got no gray hair like he
Michael
does.
Cole had some haircut. You did.
Yeah, no, I know. Anyway, I'm big. I'm taller than Michael Cole too. I'm bigger. We got the, I guess they call themselves bro weights of Pete Dub, the Bruiserweight, and the original bro, Matt Riddles, teaming up for the, how you call it, the Dusty Rhodes Classic Tag Team Tournament against Flash Morgan.
That's Broserweight, bro.
Broserweight. Yeah, I said that.
You said bro weights.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you for correcting. Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan, the grizzling young veterans, they call themselves.
I hate you, Matt Riddle.
Well, he ended up losing
Thank you.
to these UK bastards because they say that they're going to beat whoever comes in their way at Worlds Collide. So I don't know if there's going to be a rematch between them over there. But they move on into the Dusty Rhodes Classic Tournament. Next up, we have Tommaso Ciampa issuing words to Adam Cole, who says he stole his life because he stole one thing, and that title is his life. And Undisputed Era jumps him after jumping Keith Lee earlier that night. And Johnny Gargano, who has issues in the past with the Undisputed Era, ends up fighting alongside Tommaso Ciampa, and everybody is screaming DIY, like did it yesterday. I think is what they stand for. DIY was being screamed throughout it, and then we would have, I think, not Tyler Bate, his tag team partner of Mustache Mountain, actually declare and hope that both general managers of NXT and NXT UK would make this match happen on January, what was it? 18th, because 25th. I'm getting my dates wrong. 25th is NXT Worlds Collide, and then the day after that is the Royal Rumble. So a match would be made between Mustache Mountain and DIY. I gotta get the letters right. In which case, Johnny and Tommaso look at each other in an interview and ask for one more time. One more time. For old time's sakes. They accept the challenge. Next up, continuing with the Dusty Classic, we would have the... Wait. I got the tag mixed up. Oh, okay. It's the young guys from Wales that fought the Bruiserweights. And the Bruiserweights defeated them. So, Pete Dunne and Matt Riddles are moving on in the tournament. Wait, my bad, bro. I'm thinking they got eliminated because I know that the young, the grizzled young veterans won. I thought they fought them. They will fight them. That's where I got mixed up. They will fight them.
And you know why they call them grizzled young veterans, right?
Why?
Because Alex Shelley is a veteran from 2002 of TNA.
That's not the young.
No, bro. The grizzled.
No, that's the UK guys.
No,
that's the UK guys. No. They fought. They're called the young grizzled.
No, not. I'm talking about they call. Know what I said?
Yeah, but that's not the referring to.
I'm talking about the veterans. That's what they call it. You know how they say it?
That's what they're calling themselves. That's the tag team from the UK. Because they fought Alex Shelley and Kushida and lost.
I'm talking about Alex Shelley, bro. I ain't talking about.
Yeah, Alex Shelley lost. The winners, the grizzled young veterans.
No, I'm not talking about. He's not from UK. Alex Shelley's not from UK.
Oh, you don't understand, bro.
No, I'm saying that you want to call it. No, they mentioned Alex Shelley was a veteran.
Yeah, but that's not the name.
No, I'm not saying that's like because they recognize him.
I know he was a veteran, bro. I'm telling you, he lost.
I'm not talking about that.
To the team called the grizzled young veterans.
I'm not talking about them.
Then you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Then you quit confusing me.
Thought you would get it.
I know, but that's not the team.
That's why, you know.
Yeah, and you got me all messed up. I was supposed to lead up with that, saying that he is one of the tag team specialists because he was a member of the TNA Bullet Club. I mean, not Bullet Club, Motor Machine Gun. That's what it's called. Gun is involved, but not bullet. But sadly, despite having they was known for a tag team with Kushida in Japan. I didn't know that. Yeah. They were 2-time IGWP junior weight tag teams. And they lost to the grizzled young veterans. They don't even have their names here. Got me all tripped up, man. Thinking when you said grizzled young veteran, you were talking about the freaking.
That's why I show you.
See, and he's fighting a team called that.
Yeah. I say that's not. He's not really mostly known for Morrison Machine Guns. He was known for another group.
I don't miss this part. Where he trips me up. He trips me up.
You gotta go back to your TNA thing, brother.
Next up, we have a triple threat #1 contenders match for Angel Garza's NXT Cruiserweight title belt between Isaiah Swerve Scott, Lio Rush, and Tyler Breeze.
Jojo's favorite wrestler.
He ain't my favorite wrestler. Roman Reigns is my favorite wrestler right now. And Braun Strowman. Those are my favorite powerhouses. Same. Next up, we have in this match, it would be a nearly taken out Lio Rush. After that, it would be Swerve who takes not one, but 2 finishing moves to Tyler Breeze to get the pin and get the win. And it will be Swerve versus Angel Garza for the NXT title at Royal Rumble. Or would it be Worlds Collide? I think it's World Collide. No. Yep, match at Worlds Collide. It says right here. Thank you. Next up would be an interesting battle royale because of the fact that it would be a #1 women's contender for either Rhea Ripley or Kaylee Ray for their NXT women's title or NXT UK women's title. Their pick at the Royal Rumble. Wait. Opportunity at NXT TakeOver Portland. Oh, okay. Oh, so they're working in advance. Okay. So.
Because no titles from NXT are going to be defended at the Royal Rumble, bro.
Yeah. So, not mentioning all the women that were in there, just one in particular, everybody thought that after her loss with Rhea Ripley, that Shayna Baszler was going to leave to either Raw or SmackDown. Well, she's the last one entrance of the match, of the Battle Royale, and apparently it's said that she is staying on NXT and going for a 3-time NXT champion reign. First time ever.
But you never know. They might change their mind. Vince McMahon might change his mind.
Yeah. I'll agree with you on that. Yeah. It could change. Also, right now, it's saying that Ciampa as well as Keith Lee are staying on NXT because they both got. You said that could change.
Because most of y'all don't know, if Vince McMahon wants it happen, there's nothing Triple H and Shawn Michaels can do about it.
We'll see. In which case, it would be. I'm just gonna speed that part. A lot of stuff happened. Go back on the clips. Shayna Baszler was eliminated by I guess lesser talent, and now that girl is gonna get. She's gonna get targeted for that. But it would be none other than Io Shirai and Bianca Belair that were the last 2 in the arena, and Bianca Belair eliminated Io Shirai, thus becoming the #1 contender. And now we're wondering who's she gonna pick? Rhea Ripley or Kaylee Ray? She has her options. The EST of NXT has her options. Also, in addition, one who didn't participate in this Battle Royale was Dakota Kai, and Dakota Kai took out the returning Taya Nox and eliminated her. Bittersweet and bitter, I guess just plain bitter, because it wasn't a win. It was a bitter in general moment for her, knowing that she came back and hoped to get a up in this tournament, because she was one of the last 4 or 5. Because that girl who eliminated Shayna Baszler, she wasn't eliminated, and she was hiding. That was smart. And she still got eliminated. So, and that would be it. What's your thoughts, bro? Because, believe it or not, do you know the names of the Street Profits?
Montez Ford and Angela Hawkins.
Which one's the smaller guy?
Montez Ford.
Montez Ford's girl is none other than Bianca Belair.
Why?
His wife, thank you. Because I didn't know if they were dating or they were actually married.
Well, I didn't watch. I skipped through the whole thing. I just care about the whole thing with Finn Balor and Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, Finn Balor wasn't. Oh yeah, a little bit of information. Thank you for reminding me. I thought he wasn't even on the episode that day, but he did. They did a promo. Apparently, he is going against Dragunov. This coming Worlds Collide before Royal Rumble, and he's going to represent NXT against NXT UK Dragunov. And Dragunov, he's pretty badass. So this match is going to be interesting. I know you're voting for Finn Balor, but watch that match, my brother. It's going to be good. Remember, on the 25th is Worlds Collide at the Toyota Center in Houston. So check that out on WWE Network, as well as the next day, the Royal Rumble at Minute Maid Park. And it's going to be good.
Did you also hear on NXT that Finn Balor's making more money than all those NXT wrestlers?
Who?
Finn Balor.
Well, can't say. Mm-hmm. If you got the contract, you got the contract. Mm-hmm. Anything else to cover, my brother?
Because they said...
Oh, wait. The ratings. Who won?
AEW.
Yeah. NXT, you're dropping.
Because they said the reason why Finn Balor's making more money is because he's the reason why NXT is good. The others, they didn't mention the other wrestlers on NXT.
I don't like to believe that, but
it's true. It's a man true way. I can say that.
I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
I know, but
that's just fans, then.
No, it's not fans. It's not just fans.
No, the ratings.
No.
The fans are watching it. The ratings.
Yeah, but it's mostly the ones who are saying all this. The writers, Vince, Triple H, Shawn Michaels.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, we're back.
The ones that are saying this is because the writers, Vince, McMahon, Stephanie, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Shane McMahon. Yeah. They're saying that the reason why...
I'm not calling you a liar, my brother. Yeah. I'm not calling you a liar.
I know.
I just don't like it.
Yeah, I know.
I just don't like it.
Because they're saying the reason why NXT is good, got really good, because more people are watching it, is because of Finn Balor.
Anything else left to say, my brother?
That's it.
Alright. You like this video, people? Give it a thumbs up. You didn't? Give it a thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button right there, that big red button, if you like the content, and hit that notification bell for the next Heaven Monsters podcast. I'm SergDragon. This is T-Money. And not only will we do the rest of the podcasts at my place this weekend on Sunday, or whichever day, because it's Martin Luther King Day, we got a 3-day weekend. So shout out to my boys. If y'all let me know what day y'all want to come to my place and we do the podcast, Sunday or Monday. Let me know. With that said, I'm SergDragon. This is T-Money. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.